The Preacher, Chapter 1. These are the words of the preacher, son of David, Jesse's son, who reigned in Jerusalem when King David's reign was done. Vanity of vanities, he called Koheleth did say. Everything is vanity, so today as yesterday. One generation passes and another will grow old, but the earth is forever, and the sun and moon as gold. And all the while, for all time, man does sweat and bleed and toil, tilling the earth at his feet, the old God-forsaken soil. Even the earth and nature and the sun work much the same. Waters roam unto the sea, and as clouds from whence they came. The tide of the seas comes in, rising up, then goes forth. The wind blows unto the south, and returns unto the north. And the sun also rises, when the cock crows in the dawn, sets, hastens back again, and will keep on when we are gone. I gave my heart to wisdom, to know what is and is not, to try to learn nature's ways, to find out some is man's lot. I found this, that what has passed is the same as will be done. There is nothing new here on earth beneath the sun. All I have seen in my life is vexation, a sad plight. That which mortals make crooked, they can hardly hope to right. Of all that we want and need, should we or can we keep track? Though we may gain in wisdom, we see more we think we lack. Of the dread tree of knowledge, it appears the fruit and leaf are only simply sorrow and a bitter growing grief. Chapter 2. I considered I should try a carefree life of laughter, but the thought, mirth is madness, occurred to me soon after. I thought, at least I may take to wine, strong ales, or porter, and my weight on wisdom may seem bearable and shorter. In the meantime, I did work. I built a home, my abode. I plowed my field with my ox. I drove my ox with a goad. I planted gardens, vineyards, and orchards of many trees. I made pools of water for them, while they rustled in the breeze. I had servants in my fields, and much cattle, great and small, and men and women singers to make music in my hall. And I answered all desires of my eyes and of my heart. I rejoiced in my labor, since it yielded me this part. But I confess I did fear all the works my hands had wrought were vanity, were nothing, were vexations come to naught. The same wisdom that prevails upon follies every side, as light prevails on darkness, and which I took as my guide. The same wisdom did show me of another vanity. I must leave my labors here to another after me, who may be as much a fool as unworthy of my gains. I long to buy back my youth, but time has me by the reins. Wisdom has its value, yes, but each day is hard enough. Though the fool may serve the wise, they both know it, life is rough. Wisdom reminded me also what nature does ordain, that man should work, eat, and drink, and be glad for this small gain. Chapter 3. For all things under heaven, to each there is a season, since God gave each its purpose, and to each time its reason. A time to live and a time to die. A time to laugh and a time to cry. A time to dance and a time to mourn. A time to sow what in time is torn. A time to speak and a time to muse. A time to get and a time to lose. A time to touch and a time to wait. A time to love and a time to hate. A time for war and a time for weal. A time to kill and a time to heal. A time to spend and a time to keep. A time to sow and a time to reap. A time to build up, a time to break down, a time to cast away stones, and a time to gather stones together. I have seen the work which God to all men has assigned. In unpredictable life, lasting beauty we must find. But no man can understand the works God made first to last, nothing added, none taken, and God requires what is past. In the house of justice, too, I saw, and at the judgment hall, even there evils abound. I know God shall judge us all. We are beasts, and no better. Take the same air with each breath, and are made of the same clay, and share one sure, silent death.